There is a moment in every artist's life when life asks a simple question. Are you going to give up or start again? I faced this question not once but twice. And both times, watercolor was the only answer that saved me. When we look at an artist today, we see the finished painting, the awards, the recognition, the skills, but we rarely see the storm that saved that person. So before you see the artwork in this video, before you see the colors I'm laying down on the paper, I want to take you somewhere much deeper to the place where this journey actually begins. Because this story is not about pigments, paper, or techniques. It's about a young boy who felt completely lost, a man who felt broken, and an artist who rebuilt himself from nothing. All because of one medium that never left his side. This is the untold story of how watercolor has changed my life when I was completely clueless about my life. Let me take you back to 1997. Picture a small town, a typical Indian middle class family, where success had only three clear definitions: engineer, doctor, or civil services. Every lane had toppers, every house had someone preparing for an entrance exam, every parent had expectation, except me. I was the one kid who had only one strange dream: to become an artist. Imagine being 17, sitting on the room where everyone is writing formulas, and all you are doing is drawing faces in the last page of your physics notebook. It feels like the world has moving in one direction, and I was standing alone facing the other side. Still, with whatever courage I had, I joined art college. But this dream didn't look anything like I imagined. There was hardly any structured learning, no creative direction, no mentorship. Most days I felt like I was teaching myself. And the bigger truth, I was running out of money completely. So in the middle of the degree, I made one of the hardest decisions. I left art college. No degree, no backup plan, no stability. Just a burning desire that refused to die. For a few months, I felt like the world has telling me, maybe you are not meant to be an artist. And yet, something inside whispered, not yet, this is not the end. But survival doesn't wait for inspiration. All I wanted was very simple and painfully complicated. I wanted to survive and protect the artist within me. By 2002, life forced me to choose survival over dreams. I moved to Bangalore, a city I had never seen before, with a bag, a few clothes, and very fragile hopes. The first few days in the city were not easy. New people, new language, new culture, expensive rent. Nothing felt familiar. But somehow Bangalore has gave me an opportunity. I got to work as a graphic designer. Slowly I learned software, I learned layout, and for the first time I had something called financial stability. But here's the irony. Stability came at the cost of creativity. Every day I designed for others, but I couldn't create for myself. Every night I came home with a tired body and a hungry heart. The artist inside me was alive, but suffocating. I wanted to paint, I wanted to grow, I wanted to express, but survival kept saying, not now, not today, or maybe tomorrow. This tomorrow stretched for 12 long years. After more than a decade of silence, one evening something unexpected happened. I was cleaning an old drawer and I found my old watercolor brushes covered in dust, forgotten, and almost lifeless. I felt like meeting an old friend, someone who didn't ask questions, someone who didn't judge my failures. That night I picked up the brush again after 12 long years. I was emotional. It was emotional. It was scary. It was confusing. But it was necessary. I had a choice to make: oil, acrylic, charcoal pencil. But something inside me whispered, "Why don't you try watercolor, Nitin?" And till today, I don't know why. Maybe watercolor has chosen me. So I started painting again. But the result were terrible. One week I painted and the result was nothing. 1 month and I got nothing. Colors were muddy, brushstrokes were shaky, composition collapsed. I felt like a beginner. Actually, worse than a beginner. Because beginners has enthusiasm. I had self-doubt. But I made a promise to myself. I will paint consistently till something improves. So I painted every day, every single day. When I was tired, when I was sick, lunch breaks, weekends. But after 12 months, I looked at my work and it still felt like nothing changed. I felt stuck in class 1, still learning alphabets, still unable to form sentences with watercolor. Out of 100 paintings, maybe 2 or 3 looked decent. Everything else looked like a failure. This hit me hard, emotionally, mentally, and financially. Because while I was trying to revive my dream, my saving was draining, responsibility were increasing, and fear started whispering again. What if what if you never improve? What if you are not meant for this? I was sinking into a strange mix of guilt and helplessness. Eventually, I made another painful decision. I returned to 9 to 5 job again. But this time I went with a clear boundary. I refused bigger promotions. I refused leadership responsibility. I refused anything that took time away from painting. People around me said, "Why are you limiting yourself?" But they didn't understand. I wasn't limiting myself. I was protecting my inner artist. Even during the job, there was not a single day I didn't paint. Not once. Someday it was a full painting, someday it was just a small wash. Someday it was sketch on the corner of paper. But I didn't stop, and that consistency slowly began to do something magical. One day I finished a painting, and for the first time in years, I felt a spark. The color made sense, the strokes felt intentional, and atmosphere I imagined was right there on the paper. Then another painting, a small improvement, tiny victories, but they never meant anything to me. And then things started changing in the outside world too. I won some award. People began appreciating my work. Collectors from different parts of the world bought my paintings. My confidence started rebuilding. The dream that looked dead started breathing again. With this new sense of purpose, I made a bold decision. I quit my job again. But this time, not out of helplessness, but out of clarity. I was ready to trust watercolor, ready to trust myself, ready to give this dream its full space. And that's when my real journey as a watercolor artist began. Today I mentor thousands of watercolor learners every single day. People from around the world learning from me. My art is in private collection internationally. My course, my workshops, my teachings, they continue the same message watercolor taught me. Consistency beats talent. Courage beats fear. purpose beats uncertainty. Looking back, I realized something profound. Watercolor didn't just give me a paintings, it gave me a direction, an identity, a way of express, a livelihood, a community, a meaning, and a purpose that I wake up for every single day. I started clueless, completely lost. No roadmap, no degree, no support, no shortcuts. Just one thing, a brush and a belief. And if you are watching this wondering what to do with your own life, or if you are stuck somewhere, or confused whether to continue your passion, remember this. You don't need to know the entire path. You just need to courage to take the next step. In the end, watercolor didn't just change my art, it changed my life. And maybe through this story, I will change a little part of your too. Thank you so much. Have you ever felt stuck with your watercolor progress? That's exactly why I have created my Patreon watercolor art community. Inside, you will find a step-by-step learning journey, carefully designed to accelerate your growth week by week. This is not a random content, it's a proven roadmap where you will always know what to focus on, how to practice, and how to apply each lesson to your own art. And that's the best part. You will be learning alongside a global community of artists, sharing your progresses, asking questions, and celebrating growth together. So if you are serious about improving your watercolor skill, this is the fastest and most inspiring way forward. Join today and begin your structured journey to becoming the watercolor artist you have always wanted to be.